But XRP in particular, the SEC has tried to throw you down in court.
Yeah.
Don't you think that Gensler and company might just say, now that one, no way?
I think it's a hard argument with them to win. I mean, can they make life difficult? They've made life difficult for a lot of people, then they've lost in court. I think people also forget that it wasn't that long ago, before the SEC got involved, that XRP was the second most valuable digital asset.
You just heard Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple Labs, the parent company of XRP. And XRP is back in the news because now the ETF date has been leaked, and you have the opportunity to front-run Wall Street. But is it a smart idea to front-run Wall Street? What do the XRP charts tell us about where this token is headed? Now, if you recall, the SEC filed a complaint against Ripple, and they accused them of raising over $1 billion through unregistered securities involving XRP. They took them to court, but now the SEC's lawsuit against Ripple concerning the XRP sales have largely been resolved. And so now traders are asking this question right here. Can XRP pull off another massive rise like it did in 2021 when it jumped 833%? So we go to the charts here. This is 2021, and you can see on the bottom, January 1st until about April 15th, XRP had an incredible pump, 833%. But what do the XRP charts tell us about the next move for XRP? Can this ETF news pump XRP's price? When is this ETF launching? And how does this all line up? So we're going to have a price prediction in a second. But first, let's talk about this date that's been leaked. Now, there are a lot of XRP ETFs waiting in the wings. We don't have a BlackRock one just yet, but you can see there are several large issuers with tons of assets under management. 5 billion here, 7 billion here, 100 billion over here. So Wall Street is about to unleash billions of dollars, but what does this mean for XRP's price? Well, traders are predicting a new all-time high as the ETF approval odds rise to 85%. Now, this article was written 15 hours ago. The odds have cooled off a little bit. You can see, 85% has now turned into 78%, but still great odds we see this XRP ETF in 2025. Now, the technical charts show a falling wedge pattern. That's what we identified right there. And a falling wedge is a bullish reversal chart pattern. So this is a chart pattern that typically leads to a price pump that compromises two converging trend lines, one lower lows and lower highs. The convergence indicates weakening downward momentum, meaning the bulls are going to take control, and typically this token wants to go off to the races. We're going to have some predictions here. Now, this is from Eleanor Terrett. SEC has delayed a decision on their XRP ETF from Franklin Templeton until June 17th. But Eric Balchunas, he works for Bloomberg. He's a senior ETF analyst over there. He's coming in a slightly different date. Final SEC deadline, 10/17 of 2025. So this is the impending date for